Hello, and welcome to Coffee on Korriban. Today's video is very different. It's a video nobody asked for, but something that I thought would be fun to make, and we'll see where it goes. I'm going to talk about the new Disney releases and if I'm excited about them, what I think is going to happen in them, and some stuff that could happen but probably won't. But yeah, we're going to get into it. We'll get my take on all that. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to show you my process for getting this into that. I've seen my wife watch some videos where this lady does makeup and talks about horror stories, like real life crime. And she's really into those videos, so I thought, why don't I do the man version? I'll do my mustache, not my makeup, because who wants to see a video of me doing my makeup? Then again, who wants to see a video of me doing my mustache? So I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and get into it and talk about some Star Wars while I do it. First, I shave the connecting part between my mustache and the rest of my beard. I don't grow a whole lot there, but it just doesn't look very clean when it's still there. I'm going to take some of this cream. I don't really like to use regular shaving cream. Alright, so first I'm going to talk about Visions. So the trailer just dropped for Visions, and it looked pretty awesome. You know, I'm not a giant fan of anime. Howl's Moving Castle is one of my favorite movies. We, in fact, named our daughter after Sophie, the main character in that. But Star Wars Visions looks really awesome, and I think that the animation style lends itself really well to Star Wars story. Next, I'm going to wash with some beard wash and some beard conditioner. This stuff is pretty awesome. The brand is Zyxan? I don't know. So, the next thing that's going to be released is the Book of Boba Fett, and that is going to be pretty awesome. I really hope that it's like a mafia, crime boss, Godfather type, although I've never seen Godfather, but just something really gritty and noir, and I just want it to be just super cool with all the bounty hunters, and Boba Fett is now leading all of them. I just really hope it's dark and gritty, and we also get some really key story points in the larger Star Wars universe. I hope it connects really well, and we know that it's all going to be setting up for that anyway. Dry it off. I want to make sure it's nice and dry for this next step, which is this heated comb. This is my secret, because without this, my mustache wouldn't hold its shape at all. As you can see, it's pretty chaotic right now. So and while that's heating up, I might as well talk about the Acolyte, because I don't know. At this point, I don't really know enough about it to be interested or concerned. Although I did read that one article about the director saying that she brought people in to do the show that had never seen Star Wars before, and were amazed that Luke and Leia were siblings, and that's just not cool. And some people have asked me, should there be gatekeeping at Lucasfilm? As in, should they keep people out that have woke policies and stuff? My opinion is no. I don't care what your politics are. If you're truly passionate about the Star Wars story, you're not going to force your own ideology into the movies. And this is another thing, you don't have to force inclusion. So next I take the heated comb and I make the hair straight, just straight out. So now the hair is more or less going in the same direction. So, I mean, at the ends it's kind of just exploding, but you know, it is what it is. All the hairs are generally heading that way instead of that way. And that's another thing. Star Wars is about inclusion without having to be about inclusion. I mean, I heard someone say, if we all have a crush on a red-skinned Twi'lek, how can anyone accuse us of being racist? That's the wonder of Star Wars, is the galaxy is huge and everyone is into different things, and different species are into different cultures, and everyone has a different way of doing things, and everyone gets along for the most part. It's when you try to force our real-world politics and ideologies into the Star Wars universe that it ceases to be a galaxy far, far away, and it starts to be a cheap retelling of our own world. That's the reason why Star Wars, the original trilogy, and to me, the prequel trilogy as well, is timeless. Because it's about that universe. It's not about our universe. One of the main reasons why people gravitate to Star Wars is to get them out of this reality. So now that the hair is okay, I'm going to actually use this heated comb to get the curl. Anyway, as far as Acolyte, am I interested? Yes. Am I excited? No. Do I think it's going to bomb? Maybe. I mean, the track record would hold that if they continue to push their ideologies in their shows, which I believe that director, Leslie Headland or something, is known to do, it might not turn out that well. Gosh, I should just throw wax in it right now and have one straight and one curled. How nuts would that be? And just the fact that she was bringing in people to work on the story that had never really seen Star Wars, that's really concerning. I mean, we know how that turned out with J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson and everything. It should be a requirement that you know a certain level of knowledge about the Star Wars universe. And I believe you should also be pretty well versed in the EU as well. Alright, and that looks close enough, just as long as the hair is in the general shape. So this is almost like a perm, like it's holding it in that shape, and then the wax is what holds everything together. So, as you can see. Alright, my wax of choice is Firehouse Moustache Wax. But now I'm going to take a little bit with my fingernail, scrape it out, because this stuff is quite tacky, as they say. It's pretty, it's not like pomade or anything. I'm going to start in the center and work my way out. Alright, next I'm going to talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi, which, I mean, everyone is super excited for. I'm a little bit worried about the fight that's supposedly going to take place between Obi-Wan and Anakin. I don't know how they're going to do that without really changing the canon, so I'm a little bit concerned. But at the same time, it could be really cool, so I'm keeping an open mind. And I believe with Hayden and Ewan that they're going to get it right. And with John and Dave, I'm pretty sure they're going to get it right. I hope so, but I mean, I know some people are going to really burn them at the stake if they don't get it right, so let's hope they do. And now I'm starting to work towards the outside of my stash, and you can see it's, holding together a lot more. And you don't need as much twisting as you'd think. Some people think you've really got to crank on it, and you really don't. So just kind of working it in to get the shape. So the heat of your fingers is what's kind of softening the wax. So you want to get the stash into position and then kind of let it set up. Right, so it should hold something like that. Close enough. But other than that, I'm really excited for Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi, I guess as it's called. And it could be really cool. I'm going to keep an open mind. I'm really excited for it because I think they're going to do well. If I had to bet, I think they're going to do really well. So I'm excited. Plus, we get to see Hayden Christensen again, which is amazing. And Ewan McGregor. Obi-Wan's coming back. I mean, I'm stoked. I'm really excited for it. That was just some light hold mustache wax that I put in my soul patch just to kind of keep it down so that it doesn't fray. Also, I'm really pulling for a Gonk Droid story. We need a Gonk Droid story. And as I put some beard oil in, I'm going to talk about the thing that I am actually most excited for, and that is Andor. Now, you might be thinking, why are you excited about Andor? Well, I will tell you. Because I am pretty sure it's going to be a dark, gritty, just as I hope Boba Fett is going to be, a dark and gritty spy thriller. How sick would that be if it's Cassian Andor and his buddies doing like Mission Impossible, James Bond type stuff, just like heists and stealing information and sneaking in and covert ops, but it happens to be Cassian Andor for the rebellion. That would be so cool. We don't even need lightsabers or Jedi or anything having to do with the Star Wars that we know as a whole. It could just be a small group of people doing their stuff, and it could be amazing. I'm really, really excited for that. I hope it turns out that way because it could be epic. I'm gonna go ahead and just brush that down. And pomade. Alright, I don't want to brush it or anything, I just kind of get it back. Enough to be like that. Well, that's pretty much it. I am ready to go ahead and film a coffee on Korriban. That's pretty much it. The whole process, if I'm not talking, takes about 5 minutes after the comb is heated up, but it's not bad at all. So, you know, a lot of people might assume that it takes a long time to get ready. Maybe about 5 minutes. This wax is amazing, and with the heated comb, as long as I get it into the correct shape before I put the wax in, it's fine. It doesn't take too long. If you're thinking about growing out a mustache, do it. I mean, why not? Anyway, tell me in the comments below, what new release are you most excited for? What do you think is going to be the best? What do you think is going to be the worst? Just let me know your thoughts about the upcoming Star Wars releases down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So, thank you for bearing with me on this very strange coffee on Korriban, where I'm in my bathroom doing my hair that grows out of my upper lip. But I thank you for joining me, and if you've made it this far in the video, I really appreciate your time, and I will see you wherever I happen to see you in the galaxy.